Raising children can be a tricky thing, and as access to social media expands and social issues move to the forefront of our collective culture, kids are bound to start asking questions we might not always know how to answer. So designer Amanda Lwanga is here to talk about how the role art can play in facilitating meaningful conversations with our friends and family, and in her case, with her 5-year-old daughter, Vera. Let's have a look.
How do you feel that me and you have different skin colors?
Well, you married Papa, and Papa married you, so when you mix those two together, they make a kind of light brown.
Huh. And is that pretty cool that we all look a little bit different?
Yeah.
Huh. Then,
Patrick has a little bit darker skin than me.
yeah.
But you know, my Arwella has the same skin color as me.
And what about the other one? What about the one behind you?
This looks like you.
Ah, very cool. Kind of like our family. How about your family?
That's how I got light brown skin.
What a sweetheart Vera is. And Amanda, can you tell us what it was like to start having these conversations with her?
Yeah, these conversations are regular bedtime conversations. And it was just really insightful to get her perspective on how she got her skin tone. It was beautiful to see how she took the more physiological approach to it and was talking about mixing. What you didn't hear off screen was later on when I turned the camera off, she said, "Mama, sometimes I pray for light skin like Papa, but I wake up and that doesn't happen." So it tells me that even though I try my best, we try to have those conversations daily, there's still a lot to do with continuing to teach her about self-love and diversity and how there's value in all sorts of skin tones.
Yeah, because, you know, out of the mouths of babes, what she's talking about is something that happens universally and globally, and it's because of, you know, what she's exposed to, what we're all exposed to. So, Amanda, you say the role of a designer or artist is to improve function, to infuse beauty, and to draw out a meaningful conversation, which I think is a lovely way of looking at it. So can you speak more about the type of conversations you hope to spark with your design?
Yeah, certainly. A lot of these concepts come from the desire to have complex conversations. And as we all know, complex conversations take time to have. You can't just, especially with little ones, just impose your adult view. So I've used art and the way I design spaces to help bridge those two parts together, to help people engage at their own time through curiosity at their own level with the space, and hopefully bridge those conversations into more meaningful experiences. So for me, my childhood experience, I grew up in small town Saskatchewan. I was used to having people, other kids and adults, being like, "Can I touch your skin? Can I touch your hair? Does it hurt?" All those things. And for some reason, when I had kids of a mixed heritage, I assumed that they probably wouldn't have to deal with a lot of those questions and uncomfortable situations. And of course, I was wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us your daughter's reaction to this beautiful space? What'd she think?
Oh my goodness. So it was funny. She, like most little kids, had I call it Pepto Pink bedroom. She was growing up out of the nursery. And I'm like, okay, we're kind of done with this obnoxious color. She picked it herself. And over the Easter break, I had this urge to just paint. So I had brown. I was experimenting with colors and she was outside playing. So I was rushing, painting. And then towards the end of the day, she walked in and I wanted to do a big reveal, but she caught me while I was mid-painting. And I looked at her and I was kind of frozen and I was like, "So, do you like it?" And she took a second and you see the gears turning and she's like, "I love it. It matches your skin color." And so it was nice for her to kind of say, "Well, it's different. It's not my pretty pink, but you know what? I like it. I like your skin color too. So sure, let's do it." And so she actually kind of stripped off, got her kid clothes on, and she got the final coat on with the final brown too, which was nice.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, I can see the artwork behind you. It is gorgeous. Why did you choose these pieces?
I chose these pieces to act as a silent catalyst or a conduit to have more of those conversations. So from the video, you saw her engaging in those conversations with her dolls. And then I used the artwork to kind of help facilitate more of that thought when she's by herself, when she's playing, and then allowed her to engage at her own pace. So you can see I have images of beautiful brown women, different women with different skin tones, different body shapes, and I wanted to help bridge those conversations for her when it comes to the value in different skin tones and the value in different body shapes, and just have her that messaging subliminally in the background for her to engage at her own pace.
Oh, I love seeing the different shapes, the different body sizes and skin tones. It's lovely. So let's talk about the next space and what conversations you wanted to invoke there.
So the next space is my office. I'm a designer, and now the way the world is, I'm doing a lot of calls on Zoom. So I have this beautiful graphic of Frida Kahlo, and it's quite odd because it has different layers and she has various eyes. And at first glance, it's a little odd, it's a little weird. I'm weird, so it works. But every so often I have clients that are like, oh, why would you choose that? And it helps me bridge that conversation on my role as a designer. So I see myself as a visionary on the behalf of my clients. I have to balance beauty, aesthetics, technical constraints, now dealing with COVID and shipping, and there's so many different moving parts. So I have to be able to see all of those in about 8D. And then I see myself as a bit of a medium for my clients where I'm able to see the future vision of their space, the future version of who they want to be in that space, and kind of teleport that back into current day. So that's a type of conversation that would be kind of hard or awkward to talk about when I'm trying to, do a sales pitch. But when clients are able to engage at their own pace through curiosity, then it helps bridge that conversation. And really, it's something that I feel that they thought of walking away from the conversation as opposed to me imposing that on them.
I love that. That's the whole point. That's the point of art, right? And I love the fact that you're weird. I like weird people. What benefits have you seen come out of designing in this way with your daughter and with your clients?
To me, art does the heavy lifting. I find that, especially with little kids, it's hard to know how to engage at what pace. And so having the art there, it sparks curiosity, and she engages at her own pace. She shares with me her experiences as opposed to me being a mom saying, hey, this is what I experienced. You have to watch out for this, da 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 da. And that can sometimes put ideas into their head that actually aren't theirs to live or to have to grapple with. And likewise with my clients, the art does the heavy lifting in that way because they engage out of curiosity as opposed to, again, me being pitchy or me being salesy. It's just a like for like conversation and exchange that way.
Love that creativity and love that sparking of conversations and that engagement with the artwork. Thank you, Amanda. Gorgeous spaces. Love it.
Thank you.